Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today I am doing another book review on Calling on the Matchmaker by Jody Hedlund. So this is Jody Hedlund's first book in her newest series called A Shanahan Match. And I have to tell you, I'm ashamed to say, but this is my first Jody Hedlund book, so there's that. I have had her books on my list for many years. I don't know how many years, at least 4 or 5, that I have been wanting to read her books. Well, at least we finally did it. Yay! So I read this book. I enjoyed it. In this book, we're following our character Finola Shanahan. Shanahan Matchmaker series. No, I get that one. Okay. Forgot the character's last name for some reason. You know, with me with names. I'm doing better, but it's still a struggle. Anyway, so we are following Finola, and Finola is she's kind of struggling. She has some issues in her past where she really does not want to get married at all. And she really wants to go into a convent. That's it. That's all she wants to do. And so her father and her mother, they really don't see that that need to do that because they are a very wealthy family, and they're like, we just need to make a match for our daughter. So she's like, I don't want this. So every time they make a match for her, she ends up getting into quite a few scrapes and struggles to get rid of the men, and they don't last very long, let me tell you that. Which honestly, I wish we could have seen some of those past scenes with past suitors, because I feel like I would have enjoyed those a lot. So we're also following the mayoral election candidate in St. Louis named Riley. And so I don't know if they knew each other from the past. I think they might have. But Riley is as I said, mayoral candidate. Can't talk. But in the beginning, he's kind of like this superhero type of guy. Like, he feels like he has to be the superhero type. He's always rescuing animals and people. Well, in the meet cute in the beginning of the book, she almost gets run over by right in the middle of the street, and he ends up knocking her down flat, and I believe it's a carriage, like, goes right over them. And so he sees her in the nun outfit, because that's what she's wearing, and so he doesn't realize who she is. And then he finds her in a compromising situation, getting changed from all the mud. Don't worry, she's wearing, she's covered up or whatever, but back then it's like, if you see an ankle, oh no. But anyway, so we're following both of them, and it's kind of pretty much, that's quite the topic of the whole story, is the matchmaking. And I loved the matchmaker in this book. I thought he was really great. He was really good at matching up the two characters, and just kind of the methods, though, of his madness to get two characters together might be a little bit questionable, but that's okay, because it's fun. And during this time, we're talking about, I think there was an outbreak of, influenza. I think that's what it is. So we're seeing kind of the poor neighbors, the Irish, the Irish tenement housing, and really how badly it was in this area in St. Louis. And so we're following her and Riley as they go in to visit and try to help these people. And what got me really excited, honestly, was the ending of this book, because I have a feeling I'm going to really like the second book. This book was good, but I have a feeling I'm going to really like the second book, because I know who the pairing is going to be. I just have a feeling I'm going to like it, so I can't wait for that book. I was a little hesitant with Finola, as, I don't know, I really couldn't connect with her character too well, but I did really like storytelling. I liked kind of seeing this, I guess you could see almost like every single part of the town. Like, you did see the tenement housing, you did see kind of the wealthy housing, and you saw what people did to try to help people in those situations, and how almost honestly disheartening it was, because you could only do so much in those areas and during that time. And then something happens to Riley, where she ends up, Finola, taking care of Riley, and I'm not gonna say any more. But then, and then something happens where the matchmaker gets involved again, and we see a little bit of troublemaker. Honestly, he was my favorite character in the book, I have to say. Out of the characters in this book, I would say the matchmaker was my favorite, and I can't wait to see him in the next book. and see what other trouble he's going to cause. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I will make sure to link where you can purchase this down below if you're interested in the description box. Thank you again to Baker Publishing for sending me a copy of this book. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.